Is that most of not getting bitten and teaching your puppy not to bite is a function of how you interact with the puppy. I get a lot of calls from puppy owners who are very concerned because they feel the puppy's biting is out of control. So I ask them what's going on, and they say, well, we've been playing with the puppy for like an hour, and we've really been rolling around on the floor with the puppy, and then the puppy starts biting. And my advice is, if rolling around on the floor and playing crazy games with the puppy makes the puppy crazy, don't do it. You really do have to limit the kinds of interactions that you have with your puppies. You can't play wild games with your puppy and then expect your puppy not to bite you. It's not fair. That doesn't mean that you can't play with your puppy. You do have to play with your puppy, but the games have to be structured interactions where the puppy is learning to play in a calm and gentle way. So using a toy as an intermediary so the puppy actually isn't biting your hands is very helpful. I would never play with a puppy with my hands this way. You're asking to be bitten. You're inviting it. You're inviting the puppy to play in the only way that puppy really knows how, which is to bite. Calmness is a behavior, and it can be trained like any other behavior. The more calm interactions you have with your puppy, the more your puppy is going to be calm with you, and the less your puppy is going to bite you. There's really no reason why you have to get bitten by a puppy because you have opposable thumbs and a big brain. So if they start biting you, just pick them up and point the biting part away from you. Puppies are biting machines, and they'll grab anything in their line of fire. If you present your hand to your puppy, it's going to get bitten. Fortunately, it's easy to keep your hands safe by holding the puppy and moving your hands out of the way. Keep re-gripping the puppy while giving him calming massages, and eventually he'll give up. It's not a question of correcting or preventing biting as much as it is of avoiding it. It never hurts to have an assistant distract the puppy with a toy. Motion is an extremely salient cue for the puppy to bite. So rule number 1, if you're walking or running and the puppy bites you, stop moving. 9 times out of 10, that alone will cut it off at the pass. Whenever I walk with puppies when they're young, I have food so that I can reinforce the puppy walking next to me and not biting me. Praise and affection can also be excellent reinforcers for walking without biting. You also will find that most of your puppy's biting probably occurs in the last, say, 30 minutes before you get sick of him and put him away for a nap. Maybe you should monitor that situation and put him away for a nap just before that 30 minutes where he loses his mind. Puppies tend to get overamped, and when they get overamped, they bite. Many people notice that the puppy tends not to bite the adults in the house, but does bite the children. And a lot of times people will say, well, the puppy's being dominant. The puppy's being dominant over the child. And I'm here to tell you, I promise you, that the reason your puppy is biting your children is not because it's dominant. The definition of dominant is in control of resources. So until your dog grows thumbs and learns to drive to the grocery store and buy dog food, the smallest human member of your family, the little child that can reach up and get graham crackers out of the closet, is dominant over your dog because that child has control over the resources in the household and your dog does not. What's happening is the child is interacting with the puppy in an excited way, and when the puppy bites the child has a very high-pitched squealing, jumping reaction, which is extremely reinforcing to that behavior. The puppy loves that. It's exciting. And the puppy and the child will get in a behavioral loop, and the puppy will get bite the child more, and then the child screams more, and then the puppy bites more, and it can be very hard to break that cycle. So as an adult, what you need to do is, at least for the first few months the puppy is home, carefully monitor the interactions between the children and the puppy to make sure that there's lots of calm interaction so the puppy learns to be calm around those children.